There is an old adage in the English language, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. Today we begin Money Time at Money9 with a big brand that has taken a deep fall. Yes, you heard it right. The Adani Group of shares took a beating of a lifetime. And be it Adani Total Gas, Adani Transmission, Adani Green Energy, Adani Enterprises or Adani Ports, each of them hit the rock bottom on Friday. The group shares have been hammered left, right and center by up to 20% after the report of the Hindenburg Research, a US-based company. Adani Group had earlier lashed out against the US-based investment research firm. The group said that it was mulling legal action against the research firm. It had earlier said that allegations made in Hindenburg report were stale and baseless. The group said the intention of the research firm was to malign the image of Adani Group companies ahead of the FPO of Adani Enterprises. Meanwhile, according to news agency Reuters, SEBI is also conducting a probe on offshore fund holdings of Adani Group. And more news on Adani. Amidst reports that various public sector banks have high loan book exposure to the Adani Group companies, global brokerage Jefferies said banks' exposure to the Adani Group is within manageable limits. The group's total debt accounts for 0.5% of total loans across the Indian banking sector. The conglomerate's total debt is around 2 lakh crore rupees. The country's largest public sector bank, the SBI, is also one of the lenders to the group. It was earlier reported that if Adani Group companies falter, it would impact loan book of the lenders, but for the time being, Jefferies has assured that banks' exposure to Adani Group companies is within the manageable limits. And amidst all the hustle and bustle of D Street on the fall in the prices of Adani Group stocks, the follow-on public offer of Adani Enterprises kicked off on Friday, that is today. Till 5 p.m. the public issue was subscribed less than 1% of the issue size. The total issue size was 20,000 crore rupees. Retail investors quota, QAI's quota, employees quota, all were subscribed less than 1%. It is the biggest FPO in India's history. Investors can bid for a minimum of 4 shares and multiples of 4 shares thereafter. The offer closes on January 31. Up next is a major development in the stock market. Now, you'll have to wait only for 1 day for the credit of shares in your Demat account after you have placed your order. Both NSE and BSE have shifted all the stocks to a T+1 settlement cycle from Friday, January 27, 2023, that is today. The process had begun in February last year. From today, all categories of stocks have been moved to a T+1 settlement cycle. With this, India becomes the world's first country to move to a T+1 settlement cycle. Even in the US, transactions are cleared in 2 working days after the order is placed. Now, according to experts, this will help reduce margin requirements for clients, and adding to that, it will also boost retail investment. Now up next, companies have started to come out with the third quarter results. This has started to impact on their stock performance. A couple of stocks plummeted on Friday as investors gave a thumbs down to the results, like Dave Bautista from WWE. Shares of electronics manufacturing services firm Dixon Technologies fell over 19% after the firm posted weak quarterly results. The management also revised downwards FY23 revenue forecast. Brokerages also revised price targets of the stock. Foreign brokerage firm Credit Suisse downgraded the stock to neutral and cut the target price to 3,300 rupees from 4,500 rupees earlier. Nuvama Institutional Equities, on the other hand, retained buy rating with a target price of 3,865 rupees a piece. And it's time to look at the end of the day stock market updates. Equity benchmarks, Sensex and Nifty plunged over 1% for a second straight session on Friday. The markets witnessed heavy selling in banking, financials and oil stocks amid continuous foreign fund outflows. Massive selling in the Adani Group stocks also added to the overall bearish trend. The 30-share BSE benchmark tanked north of 1% to settle below 59,400. The broader NSE Nifty also fell over 1% and closed just above 17,600 points. From the Sensex pack, SBI, ICICI Bank, IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, HDFC Bank and Reliance Industries were among the major laggards. International oil benchmark Brent crude climbed 1.35% and was hovering around $88 per barrel. And if you're looking to buy cars of Tata Motors, then you need to watch this news with a grain of salt. Tata Motor vehicles are going to become further costlier from the 1st of February. The homegrown auto manufacturer has said that it is going to hike passenger vehicle prices by over 1% across models. The company has cited new emission norms and input price hike behind the decision. Earlier in the month, Maruti Suzuki too had hiked vehicle prices across models. And more from the auto industry. Now you can book the latest version of the Innova Crysta at just 50,000 rupees online or at any of the company dealerships. Toyota has begun bookings for the updated version of its MPV Innova Crysta. The model now comes with 5-speed manual transmission across each of its 4 trims. The Toyota has said that customers will get unparalleled comfort and safety. It will be a perfect choice for customers who prefer a rugged and practical vehicle. The price of the new Innova Crysta starts in the range north of 19 lakh rupees. And next news will bring music to your ears. If you're frustrated with the rising prices of wheat, then here is a sigh of relief just for you. After the centre decided to step in and sell the rabi crop in the open market, experts have opined that wheat can become cheaper by 5 to 6 rupees per kilogram in the time to come. Currently, average wheat price is around 33 rupees per kilogram, while the average price of atta is 38 rupees per kilogram. It is also expected that wheat price will not trouble the common man later this year, as currently the area under coverage for wheat crops in current rabi season is slightly north of that in the previous season. So there should not be any problem in the supply of wheat. And the last news on the cards, it's filled with rumor roundups. Now, according to certain sources, the Finance Ministry is weighing an increase of income tax deduction benefits from the current 1.5 lakh rupees under Section 80C. The government can increase the limit to allow citizens to get higher tax deduction benefits on life insurance premium. Apart from this, the government has also got suggestions to jack up the standard deduction from the current 50,000 rupees. The government can also raise income tax exemption limit from 2.5 lakh rupees. These measures will benefit the middle class who have been troubled by inflation in the last 2 years. Well, that's all for today here on Money Time at Money9. See you again on Monday. Until then, happy weekend, take care and good night.